What is up, y'all? It's your girl Brand New, and I'm back in the building. This time, honey, I am back to talk about Married to Medicine. This is season 7, episode 13. Okay, so the episode pretty much starts out where they left off. The cast is pretty much still in Cabo, and they began talking about the whole strip club situation that y'all know all the guys went to, and it was a big deal because Damon went and he got in trouble. You know, Toya began talking about the women at the strip club and how she not worried about them because she got all this ass and her body is just as good as theirs. I was like, hold up, wait a minute, Toya, I don't know. Them girls at the strip club, honey, they are in shape, okay? They got flat stomachs, big asses, big titties. You just got a big ass and some cellulite, okay? You look okay, Toya, but I don't know if you look as good as girls at the strip club. I'm just saying. So she has poked her ass all out in her confessional. I was like, that's tacky, Toya, okay? So anyways, everybody begins talking to Heavenly because she ends up coming down. They're kind of teasing her about, you know, how did everything work out with Damon? Are you guys okay? Because y'all know they went to the strip club and y'all know Damon got in trouble. And Heavenly was mad as hell at his ass. So Heavenly tried to play it off like everything is cool. They end up getting on this little bus, headed to help out the people in the community. But Cecil, he ends up talking to Heavenly saying, well, you know, Damon didn't even want to go to the strip club and this, that, and the third. They shot back to when they actually was about to go into the strip club. And that ain't how that went, Cecil. You's a damn lie. These damn men always trying to protect each other. Damon said he looked like he about to have more fun than usual, okay? He said something along those lines, okay? He was excited about going into that strip club. So I don't know why Cecil felt the need to lie. I think Heavenly cussed Damon out enough to the point where, you know what, all is forgiven. And, you know, he just shouldn't take his ass back to the strip club or he gonna have a problem, honey, with Buddy, okay? So they head out into the community to, you know, help out the residents that stayed in Mexico. So you got Eugene, Dr. Jackie, Dr. Scott, Contessa, Simone. They're all talking to people and assisting people. I really like this part of their trip, you guys. I love that every year they do this. They give back to the community. They provide medical services. It's really helpful. It's just really compassionate of them to do because really on this show, they could just be living life, you know, living the luxurious life. But no, they want to help other people, give back to the less fortunate. So I'm all here for it. I like that part of this show. This season, you guys, has been a real drag for me. I don't feel like it has been as good and as strong as other seasons, I guess, because most of the couples have worked out their marital issues. But, you know, this season has really been a drag, and it's about to be time, you know, for the reunion in a minute, but I didn't really like this season all like that. To me, it started out cool, and then, I don't know, it just got a little dry, honey, like the Sahara for me, but that's neither here nor there. So they have like this twerking contest or something where they got these balls in the back of them and the husband's got to take the balls that fall out and put them in this little bucket. Toya, girl, you was juicy as hell in that damn bathing suit. All your cellulite was out, honey. But I was like, you know what? The women on here, they have real people bodies. I mean, you really can't even hate on it. So Toya was nice, thick, and juicy in her bathing suit. Buffy looked good as well. Y'all know I'm with my thick girls. Quad, I did not understand why Quad did not have a bikini on. I do not at all feel that it would have been inappropriate if Quad would have wore a bikini. Who gives a fuck about these women's husbands and them looking at Quad and like... They've been around Quad for years. You know, I could see if it was, I don't No, I couldn't see no woman putting on pants. Like, it was just very odd that Quad had on pants. Who recommended that she put on pants? Was it Toya or Hating Ass Mariah? Like, who the fuck came up with that bullshit? I didn't like that, you guys. Let all that chocolate out, okay? Let Quad, wear a bikini the same way these other girls are wearing bikinis. Heavenly, she didn't have on no bikini either. I don't think Jackie had on no bikini either. As slim as Jackie is, you would think that she would, kind of show off her assets a little bit more. But, she didn't. It is what it is. It was so funny in the confessional. I think Damon mentioned that Simone was being messy because for their next activity, she wanted to, mix them up, So I think Mariah and Damon was on one team. I think they had Toya and Scott, which is Contessa's husband, on another team. Quad was with Aiden. That was shady as hell. Simone, you ain't shit, girl. Oh, Dr. Jackie was with Eugene, and I forgot everybody else. I forgot. Contessa was with Buffy's husband. Who was with Curtis? Buffy was with Curtis. Isn't that interesting? Mariah and Damon, they ended up winning first place, and then was it Contessa and Buffy's husband, and then Quad and the person she was with, Aiden, they ended up winning, and so on and so forth. They played a lot of games this episode, so it was fun, to watch. The couples being mixed up. So that was pretty cool. Mariah, you better watch it. Don't be saying that Daddy cheated in the game. And don't be trying to link that with him cheating in real life, because we know that Daddy never cheated on Heavenly. I was about to say Daddy ain't never cheated on Damon. It's the same damn person. Daddy ain't never cheated on Heavenly, okay? That damn Aiden, though, he has stepped out on you. Okay, you keep that over there. Okay? I thought it was really funny that Quad kept on, doing little shit for Aiden. And, well, that was the person she was with. So that was kind of cute, I guess. But it's just like on these type of shows when you know that there is a hatred for that person's wife and they ain't gonna do nothing but go back and forth later. It's just like, what's the point of playing so nice? But I guess, honey, Jackie was trying to get Quad to do some shit for Curtis and Eugene, and I think Quad was like, no ma'am, I'm good. I'm just gonna help out the person, that I was teamed up with. So I was like, look at Jackie trying to get somebody to serve her husband. He don't need no help, Jackie. Okay, he knows how to do that on his own, honey. All right. Heavenly begins talking about, they're having lunch and having drinks. She begins talking about how she doesn't like strip clubs. Jackie said that she never been into a strip club. Does that surprise me? No, because Jackie's pretty much boring and doesn't participate in... I don't know. I'm not saying you should like strip clubs, but we all know how Jackie is. If it's not a hospital, she probably doesn't even care to be there all day like that. I'm just saying. Contessa said she took her ass to a swingers club one time. It was by accident. Then in her confessional, she said she was with some lame dude or whatever. I guess he wanted to see what she was into. So, honey, that was crazy. Toya tried to call her out on that, in her confessional, of course. She gonna say to Eugene, well, can it be a mistake that you go to a swingers club? Because you gotta have somebody with you and this, that, the third. And girl, she said it was an accident. Okay, well, I guess it wasn't no accident if the man she was with wanted to see what she was into. I don't know, honey. So everybody is getting ready for the dinner and drinks that they're going to have. I guess they're going to be celebrating Simone and Cecil's anniversary. Everybody is going to be dressing half alive and then half dead on the other side. Don't ask me why. At the table, Simone ends up paying a tribute to Cecil, which I felt was very nice because normally the bitch can't stop arguing with him and being loud. So they're actually having a Day of the Dead dinner, and Simone said that the purpose of it is to leave something here in Cabo that they don't want to take home. Jackie says, honey, she wants to leave toxic friendships here and take home authentic friendships because they got to take something good home with them and leave the bad behind. And why that camera, honey, got on Miss Buffy, honey, okay? Heavenly says she would like to leave all the strip clubs behind, and that way only ass that the husbands get to see is their wife's asses. I agree, Heavenly. Buffy said that she would like to leave pettiness in Mexico, and she wants to bring home empathy. And all of that shade, honey, was for Dr. Jackie, because Dr. Jackie got on that stage and said, bitch, me and you are both infertile. And what you gonna do about that, girl? Simone also made a comment in her confessional about Buffy, and she pretty much said that Buffy should leave the new Dr. Jackie alone and, don't be taking nothing that Jackie says the wrong way. I agree with that. Let Jackie feel how she need to feel. You feel how you need to feel. I don't feel you guys, Buffy and Jackie, will ever be close. I don't know. I just get that vibe where somebody to put a battery up Buffy's back. And, I just feel like she doesn't, on top of somebody putting a battery in her back, she just doesn't like Jackie. Jackie seems very fake to her. I could tell the whole time where they were at the dinner and how she kept looking at Jackie, okay? So next we got Quad. She's meeting up with her attorney and she has to sign the settlement agreement. This may come from the point of the unpopular opinion, but I feel like they should allow Dr. G to still be on the show. Even though he's Quad's ex-husband, I don't know. I just feel like the show probably would get a little bit more interesting. I don't know. I think they should have allowed him to come back on at least this last season. I like Dr. G. I didn't like at all none of the shit he did to Quad. I'm completely against that. But I did like to see him with the guys, and then his annoying ass voice. It's always funny to hear, honey. Okay? Okay, so next we got Jackie and Curtis, and basically Jackie is late for her appointment with Curtis. I guess they got some renovations going at is that her new hospital that she's working on or whatever? I don't know, y'all. I believe that it is. Curtis is just letting Jackie know he sees her sliding back into her old ways of becoming a workaholic, being too busy, I don't know. He's beginning to feel neglected. He's beginning to just feel like, he's by himself and, she's too busy. Dr. Jackie needs to remove some shit off of her plate. I think she's too old to be running around doing all of that. I really do. Just, bitch, go to work. I don't know, like, after she finishes up her book and these renovations, I think she should, clear her schedule. Don't put all that pressure on yourself, okay? So, he basically lets her know that, because of everything that they've been through, with the cheating and the lying and all of that carrying on. So, I guess he, wanted to let her know that, we're not on the right path right now because you're late showing up places. You got so much on your plate, you don't know if you coming or going, so Jackie can be a little bit annoying with that. So Jackie agreed to not neglect Curtis, basically, and to handle things better as far as her time management and whatnot. So that's pretty much what went on with them. So last but not least, we got Contessa and Scott. And honey, boy, oh boy, did I learn a lot about them. So they end up talking with the therapist, and Contessa mentions that, she wants to go back to school and The therapist is trying to figure out where she is with that. And y'all know, of course, she's had to drop out. Scott blurts out, well, if you want to go back to school, go on and go ahead and, go back to school. The kids will suffer for another year and do what you do. I didn't really like that, Dr. Scott. I felt like, I don't know, you guys. I feel like both of them, they don't know how to compromise. They don't know how to communicate. The one thinks it's the other's fault for everything, and that's just not going to work in a marriage. It's just not going to work. Contessa, if you want to go back to school and get a fucking nanny. Stop acting as if you can't afford it, and stop acting as if you can't go to school in Atlanta. You got the coins. I believe you got them to go in Atlanta and not be away from your kids. But it looks to me, you guys, somebody in this marriage is not being a team player. And honey, that just may be Scott. I thought that, I was kind of on Scott's side. I thought that Contessa was the problem. I still feel, you guys, both of them are the problem. But it was something of how Scott said that. I did not like that. Oh, the kids would just suffer for another year. Why would they need to suffer? Because she wants to do something different in her career? You just support her and support yourself by getting a fucking nanny and going about your business. You know what I'm saying? I think, though, in their relationship, Scott is fed up with Contessa because it came out that she kept having him move from different places to other places. I think he was in Michigan, and then he had to end up moving to Atlanta and, all these different places and shit. The therapist checks them both and lets them know that, hey, when you guys have adult issues and adult problems, you guys need to talk amongst yourselves. You guys should not be involving the kids. And I completely agree with that, because kids are immature. They don't know how to fully process certain things the way that adults know how to process certain things. So the therapist feels that Scott may have turned the children against Contessa, and Scott, adamantly denies that. And then we see footage of Scott saying, your mom dragged me to Atlanta, and, luckily she didn't drag me to Nashville. And see, when you say things like that, Scott, you are immature. You are sabotaging your relationship with your kids, Contessa's relationship with the kids. You're planting things in their heads and making them resent their mother. And it is not right. You all are a unit. You all are a team. And you cannot speak like that with the children about your wife. This is somebody that you made your wife and you had babies with her. So where's the respect? Where's the honor at? So the therapist pretty much ends everything off, you guys, letting them know that, and who's all suffering from this? They were like, well, us. And then she's like, is that all who's suffering? It was like the kids. Yeah, the whole family suffers, okay? Nobody wins when the family feuds, okay? Nobody does. So Contessa says that they still have a long way to go in terms of communication, getting their relationship on track. If these two don't get their shit together, you guys, I don't see them staying married for too much longer. If I take an extra look at Scott, it looks like Scott wants somebody that's pretty stable and wants, kind of just one thing. And he doesn't like all the change and all of the sporadic nature of Contessa. Because we know Contessa is like, next week she wants to do this. Next week she wants to do this. And Contessa, you're going to have to get a hold on that. Because you can't keep pushing your family in all these different directions. You're going to have to make some decisions, stick to them, and figure out the best way to implement these decisions. AKA, get a fucking nanny, okay? To help with them damn kids, all right? Damn. All right, you guys, that's all I have to say about this Married to Medicine episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, Brand New, and I will check you guys out later.